What's up, guys? Welcome to Two Dudes and a Brew. I'm Alex.
I'm Billy.
And we're back for another.
How many is this at this point?
You told me we quit counting.
Oh, yeah, I did say that. Was I drunk when I said that?
Yes.
Bet. Let's go.
There is good news.
What?
We're on 19.
We're on what?
Episode 19.
Episode 19.
You know why I know that?
Why you know that?
Because I edit them and I have to do all the writing it down and typing of episodes, so I have the number in my head.
There you go. All right. Let's move right into it, bro. What are we talking about today?
A topic.
Are you lost? You were just like staring at the computer.
So,
like you're fucking lost right now.
Remember how I had told you I had the research open?
Yeah.
I actually didn't have the research open.
Oh, fucking shit.
So I'm digging through my computer and I hit, you know how in the top of folders, you can hit to do it by date or time or name. My one folder moved all around, so I was looking for my podcast folder.
Oh.
And I can't find the folder.
Well, like, the bullshit with me, did a bunch of research on a future topic for us, and I guess my dumbass didn't hit save, dumped all my shit out.
Why would you save, Billy? That would make too much sense.
I don't know. I think what happened is because my computer is fooked up, so I was using Producer Albany's, did all my research and all that shit. I guess I didn't say. I think I left it open because I wasn't like completely done.
Oh no.
Yeah, and
Poof.
and the computer updated.
Gone.
But last I checked, you had to fucking hit a button to update. So I'm assuming Albany just poof to the wind. So now I have to go back.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that you're blaming Producer Albany for this?
I like 50%.
I like it.
It's a 50-50.
50-50 split. Okay.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about the infamous D.B. Cooper.
Dibba Cooper. A dibba.
Why?
A dibba dibba.
You want to tell me which dialect that is?
That would be an accent, you dumbass.
Oh, God damn it.
Got him.
We just talked about this. I still got it wrong.
I just think it would be cooler to call him Dibby.
No.
Just old Dibba Cooper.
No.
Old Dibby.
Wrong.
Why? Can we call him Dibby?
No.
Why?
Okay. I'm going to stop this while we're ahead. That's enough out of you.
What are we fucking drinking? That's all I care
We
about.
are drinking. Go out in a Haze of Glory, New England style IPA.
Righty then.
This is one of the ones that is made in Maryland. Shout out.
Neil.
Crafted in Maryland. Duclaw Brewery, which I should have brought the damn glass with me. So I have a glass from Duclaw.
Yeah.
Or maybe just a bar we went to that had Duclaw. Have you seen the Baltimore Ravens logo, right? The shield they used to have on their field before they changed over to Raven Bird.
Yeah.
So Duclaw has it where they have the shield like that. They've obviously altered it a little bit. Yeah. The shield is badass on the side of a beer glass. Duclaw makes some bad shit. Like badass to the bone stuff. I want to say Sweet Baby Jesus comes from, but I might be wrong.
Sweet Baby Jesus.
Producer Albany, can you fact check that for me so I make sure I don't fuck that up? Sweet Baby Jesus, it's chocolate porter.
I know you're going to read the rest of the can, but I really just wanted to read this.
Yeah.
It literally, like the logo for Duclaw Brewing Company, it says "Craft be cherished, rules be damned."
Oh yeah,
let's fucking go.
They've
like,
got
what?
Their way of making beers like the badass direction.
They said a curse word on their can.
Oh yeah, that's gonna stop us. Welcome to the podcast.
Fuck yeah!
And we're off.
And we're off. Go ahead. Continue.
All right, so it's a double dry hop. The Haze you crave. Almost. Okay. Hi, Macy.
Hi, Macy. Thank you for doing that. We really appreciate you.
Almost rhyming. Not really. But, it's cool. What do you want to... Would you let me get there?
It says tongue squeeze.
What?
It says tongue squeeze.
Oh, great. I can't wait to read that. We went over that. Duclaw. New England style IPA. What does that mean? That's where I guess my knowledge of IPAs kind of goes out the window.
I'm just assuming it's, I mean, Maryland's up near the New England area, right?
No.
It's not?
For you, for producer Jordan, for everybody else that thinks just because you're north of here does not mean that we're all the same. New England's like a solid 12 hours north.
What is that?
Yeah, so Sweet Baby Jesus is made by Duclaw, Asheville Brewing Company. Weird. I thought it was still made in Baltimore or in Maryland. They probably have a couple different plans. It bounces around.
I'm assuming probably so. But.
So the beer we're drinking is 12. It's 12-ounce cans. We're back to the normal size cans.
I know, dude.
6.3 alcohol by volume. So we backed it off a little bit this week,
which is probably good because I'm fucking exhausted today.
Well, I was in bed by solidly 9:45 last night.
I was in bed by a solid 4 o'clock in the morning because we stayed up watching a show we've been really, really into. And so, yeah.
Can we talk about the can? We're going to talk about can art.
I'm down with it.
The fact that it's a wrap, like the can you can tell is just black, and all they do is just wrap it. I like it.
Maybe you should peel the wrap off.
We'll try at the end. Once we drink it, we'll take one and see if we can peel it off.
Or no, how we drink, I'll empty one. I'll give it to producer Albany. She can peel the label off for us just to see if the can's actually black, if there's more to it.
Oh, you mean
it's like Treasure, like DB Cooper style.
No, not Treasure. This is not National Treasure with Nicolas Cage.
I thought it was like a Treasure.
No. Bad.
I'm sorry. First of all.
Tongue squeeze.
Calm down.
All right. Tongue squeeze. This is a medium-bodied New England-style IPA. Delivers citrusy aroma, juicy, tropical, and stone fruit flavors, and a lingering sweet orange aftertaste. Okay, so we remember here, they're claiming it has a good aftertaste, or at least
sweet orange
aftertaste, because it tastes like orange juice aftertaste. I'm going to be pissed.
I'm going to be so fucking angry.
I don't like orange juice aftertaste. It makes me nauseous.
I do. I mean, you must be like a no pulp guy, right?
I'm a no pulp guy.
Yeah. I mean, I like a little pulp, but
I don't understand the people that buy it and it says a lot of pulp.
Yeah, like,
why don't you just buy an orange and bite out of it then?
You know what that reminds me of is like if you threw that fucking bottle like into the freezer and then it freezes
it's
and
still chunky.
You let it thaw just for like 30 minutes and you go to drink it. It's like ice.
Yeah,
like
because
that,
I
dude.
have no patience, so I'm drinking it and I'm drinking the chunks.
So I actually looked up New England IPA before we bust this one open.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted us to be clear.
Okay.
New England IPA, or any IPA, is a fruity, juicy, hazy, and less bitter subgenre of the American IPA. Softer and sweeter. It is defined by a creamy mouthfeel that props up fruit-forward and pungent hop varieties. Brewers focus on fruity American hops like Citra and Australian hops like Galaxy to produce luxurious, complex, and juicy ales.
Okay, so we're literally just on the idea that they're using juice.
It's just a lot more fruit, yeah. So.
Outstanding. Well-balanced and hazy at 6.3% alcohol by volume. Shows we ain't no young gun when it comes to IPAs or juicy beers. Oh, that's number 2 for shit talking.
Yep, they're
goes
doing
on
a lot
number
of it.
2.
I just need to go ahead and say right now, you're only a 6.3. We have gone all the way up to like 9ers on here.
9er.
So.
Let it give your tongue a squeeze and go out in a haze of glory.
Let's fucking pop a top, boys.
Producer Albany, I believe you
that was kind of cool.
Come over here.
And ready? Holy. Okay, I got a little head on mine. That's fine.
Go ahead and start deducting points already.
All right, so you pour first. I'll keep talking.
Why do I have to pour first?
I'll fucking pour first. You fucking talk.
I'll keep
All right,
talking.
Here we go.
I mean, you're doing a good job so far. Are you going to... Billy, we don't have 3 hours for this podcast.
My time.
Need to pour
You won't
it
let me do my special way, so I have to do the real way.
I did not tell you couldn't do your special way.
And I have to murder it.
Oh, he's over.
Every
he's over.
motherfucking
He's over.
That's a fucking bevel. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Alex is pouring right now if you're not watching it on YouTube. Let's take a look. Oh no. Oh, that might be good. No! He did. Oh, wait, no, stop. It's going. No, bro.
It died.
Look at the perfection.
All right, I'll give Billy a 4.9, and I'll give Alex a 4.5.
That's actually
how
fair.
How get a 5?
That's fully fair.
You're. You know what? We'll talk later. Anyway, let's
get. Always get 5s.
That was a 5.
Actually,
you had a 5 last week.
It was a 5 last week. That was mine.
But that was a 5.
It was like a 4.99. Because, like, one side beveled, the other side didn't bevel for some reason.
Well, at least explain your fucking answers, Albany. You mean person.
And first of all, I never said you couldn't do your special pour.
Dude, you told me that last week.
I'm just not going to watch you pour beer after beer on the table.
Oh, you're right.
This is a podcast about beer, and we're going to start breaking party rules? Come on.
All right, I'm with you.
Come on,
So, let's take a look at her. It has obviously got that haze to it, bro. Like,
oh, yeah, it's hazy.
And, oh, that does smell fruity, though. Like, that's definitely got... Oh, did you taste already?
I tasted it.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't wait.
Let me fucking send
I was
it then.
thirsty.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to say, as far as going their shit talking, I do have that orange aftertaste. A sweet, almost like a tangerine.
Which is in the orange family.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I'm trying to be more specific.
Do you have a piece of popcorn stuck in your throat, or...
Fuck you.
Oh, okay.
And obviously, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going straight to the horn. We need to get you a horn.
Okay.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about and I watch it on YouTube, it's an L horn provided by a good friend of ours, Matt Kreider. So I'm going to put my beer in there because it makes me feel like a Viking.
Does anybody else question that Billy pouring it a second time somehow screw up the beer?
No.
Producer Albany, opinions?
What do you think? Do you think it would screw up the beer taste?
Maybe make it a little flatter.
Oh.
Well, let's see. Because if they can still taste good.
There's a good bit of foam in that now there, Billy.
Let me just tell you something. Right now, first of all, the horn makes the beer taste better in general. It's just a different fucking thing. What? I'm seeing eyeballs from producer Albany. She's like, Murphy wants that fucking moving in his fucking cage.
For anybody that doesn't notice, we moved the couch that producer Albany sits in. So now she's over my shoulder, staring at Billy. So when he says something stupid, instead of being able to look at me and hide his eyes, she is staring into his soul.
Also, I guess we also need to address the elephant in the room, which is we don't have a TV behind us right now with our logo up. We are doing some rearranging because we've actually got some fun stuff coming for the background. We haven't totally decided which way we're going yet, and I don't want to put out like product that was not going to happen.
You know what the best part is?
What?
You'll find out when you find out.
Yes.
Producer Albany, just on your painting skills, you missed a spot.
Oh, see, I wouldn't have said. See, I can see her eyes now. You're dead. You've died twice just by the look in her eyes.
I didn't miss a spot. That spackle.
Oh, it's just spackle.
I mean, who spackled it?
Okay. Yeah, you're going to fucking kill yourself right now. All right, so guys, we have gone over our beer of the week, which is the Go Out in a Haze of Glory.
I'm digging the name. I'm digging the name more because of New England style IPA, and we went with the name. It's just
I'm down with that.
Patriotism.
So, that's gonna move us straight into our bullshit of the week, and I just need to get this off my fucking chest.
Talk to me.
I've been saving it. So I'm prior military.
That's correct.
I served 6 active, 2 inactive years with the National Guard. So with all the crazy politics, and I want to let you guys know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you my political stance on anything, because this isn't the platform.
No, this is not where we're going with that.
No, this is just a podcast, 2 dudes fucking drinking some beers and talking some shit. But I just for the bullshit. That's a good
description. So
for the last month, it seems that the gravitation of people to me, that are in of my friend group or whatever, but I mean they're just it's because I think it's a lot of it to do with like me being former military and me having worked for the government and all that shit. People are like, what's your opinion? What's your opinion? And then they're like throwing conspiracy theories at me. I'm like, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. Like, let me be as clear as I can be. Shut the fuck up, everyone. Like, I'm just so tired of, like, it's every day. Like, I wake up and it's there. I fucking go to work and it's there.
It's social media
I go home and
it's
there.
Yeah.
And I'm just so sick of fucking hearing all of it. Like, all I want to do is say, like, just live your life. Just live your fucking life. Because you're stressing about something you have zero control over.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot express it enough. Like, you have zero control over what's going to happen. Because you're honestly, you're an ant. You're an ant on the fucking planet right now. Now, do I like everything that's happening?
Because the aliens are watching us?
Probably.
Okay.
Do I like the fact that, one side's doing this and one side... No, I don't like what either sides have been doing. Like, I'm not there for either of it. Like, I'm in my middle ground, and my bullshit really comes down to, like, I'm tired of waking up every single day and my day being literally 100% revolved around me dealing with hearing that shit.
Oh yeah,
like I'm just tired of it. Like, come talk to me about the podcast. Come talk to me about beer. Come talk to me about cars. Come talk to me about animals. Come talk to me about the shit you just took and it was impressive. I don't care. Stop fucking talking to me.
Yeah,
about politics.
You're not wrong.
It's just exhausting. Like, literally, it's so... Like, I come home and I look at Albany, and I'm so grateful because she just doesn't...
Oh, that hippie don't care.
She don't bring it up. She's just like, hey, how was your day? And I'm like, it was good. I'm just, I'm mentally exhausted from having these conversations. And she's like, cool. Want to watch a show and chill out? Fuck yeah. Grabs me a beer. I'm like, fuck yeah. Knew I married you for the right reasons. So that's...
I guess me and Jordan go down the same road. Neither one of us are very political. I get into it every once in a while. More or less, like, I make a joke that I call my mom because me and my mom are on completely different spectrums when it comes to political views.
Yeah.
My dad will text me after I get on the phone with her, like that night.
Oh,
you really need to call your mother and wind her up? Because I
call
her just to pull enough hair to get her going.
Yes.
And then I go, hey, by the way, I'm backing in my driveway. I got to run the house and let the dogs out. Jordan's been at work all day. She could have been asleep on the couch all day.
You just wanted to get her going.
I just wanted to get her going.
You heard that, Ms. Kirk. You heard that.
I love you.
He just doesn't wind you up. But
no, I understand. I mean, we got a lot of guys that I work with that are in it. I think me and, I guess, Jordan can attest to this. We've kind of pulled ourselves away from it. I don't even bother getting in that fight anymore because at this point, picking sides, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
There are so many games being played. I'm just tired of hearing about it. Talk about something else.
It's literally, like, that's what I'm saying. It's literally so exhausting. Like, every single fucking day. I no matter, like, and it's people I love and care about. Like, my friends, my family, and I'm like,
the problem is you can't get away from it. It's
and then if I don't necessarily say what they wanted to hear, they're like, well, you were military, come from a military standpoint. Like, what do you think? And I'm like, what I think doesn't matter.
Nope.
Like, I was a pawn.
I mean, I look at it that the problem is, and anybody that understands social media and the algorithms and everything that goes with that, we have gotten to a point where our brains need constant connection.
Yeah.
The cell phone, that is the worst thing in my mind that has happened in the last 20 years. One of the greatest inventions and something we were not mentally ready for.
I would say not necessarily the cell phone, the smartphone. The smartphone.
Yes.
Because, like, I had, like, an old, like, walkie-talkie Nextel.
Those are great.
I had the Virgin Mobile, like, slider. Like, but it was simple. It was fucking pictures, text, and phone calls. Yep. Done. Now it's like, I mean, right now, people are listening to us on an app.
Yeah.
On their phone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
It's just scary because people, you can't get away from it.
No matter where you go.
You go on social media. You go in the break room at lunch. You know how many times they've been told at the shop I work at, do not turn the news on. We always joke that we had specific channels we couldn't watch because it offended somebody, which used to be a really big joke. You know, at one point, TBS was taken off because there was something on midday that somebody got offended over. And it was like, okay, whatever. But people go in there and turn Fox News on or turn CBS on or turn NBC on.
CNN, like,
and it was, they literally... I don't eat lunch in that break room very often because I travel so much, so I'm not there very often to start. Yeah. But it's like, honestly, I don't care. Don't tell me.
I don't care.
Don't fill me in.
I don't care. But when you come and ask me my opinion, like, and I tell you my opinion, you get offended.
Well, see,
and now I'm an asshole. Like,
Jordan asked
me.
Jordan asked me back in, I guess it was April or June, when everything in the world stopped, and of course everybody sitting home quarantine was really into politics then, because we had nothing else going on after the 3 weeks of drinking ensued.
Oh, that was rough.
That was rough.
Not the burp, the fucking 3 weeks of drinking.
This household made a very well point of trying to make it a sport. That hurt.
We almost made it an Olympic sport.
Mentally, financially, emotionally. I think I grew a whole nother stomach on top of the stomach I had. It wasn't good.
I'm pretty sure I stayed drunk for 3 days straight. Like, went to bed and woke up drunk.
I think we've told this story before. There was a point when it wasn't, hey, are we drinking today? It's, what time are we starting at?
Yeah. Because, like, I remember I was getting, like, a week off of work at a time or some shit. And so we would just get fucked up. That was before the podcast. Way before.
Way before. It would have been great content.
It would have been really great content.
But let's get past that.
I'm sorry.
We could spend hours on that.
What's your bullshit of the week? Or does it tie into mine like that?
No, my bullshit of the week, I mean, it really comes back to actually editing the podcast. I hate learning new things, and I don't think anybody says, yeah, I love learning a new sport and being the weird kid out that has no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I was all excited the other night, text you, hey, the first episode for YouTube's ready to go, which if you're listening to this episode and you didn't know the last episode's on YouTube, go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube right now.
It's there. We're there. It looked great.
Hit subscribe.
We're going to have a YouTube presence. Trust me, the guy that edited it sits right here.
Yeah, it's going to be there.
But, just learning the new kinks and weird things of it. I think I downloaded it or exported it 4 separate times. One time I got 11 minutes. The next time I got 38 seconds. The other one wouldn't run. It went all night. And I got on the next morning and all I had was audio. And the video looked like remember the old bunny ear TVs?
Yeah.
It looked like that. Oh, it was awesome.
Dropping out.
Couldn't figure out why.
Well, you sent me the final. And it looks really good.
And I came to find out what happened. It was a frames per second versus how it was recorded versus frames per second how it was exported.
Oh,
if you don't match them, it cluster fucks it.
Well,
learning new things. Great. The one,
Like,
literally, I watched it, and it jumped between clips. I could hear us talking, but it went from visual to no visual. Then it came back, and it was our mouths moving 6 minutes ago, but the words coming out 6 minutes ahead.
Like a lag?
And I was like, what is going on? No, when I moved one thing around, it pushed everything down, but when I moved it back, it didn't pull everything with it. And look, I was like, I hate this so much. This was supposed to be a 25-minute thing.
This.
I'm 3 hours in. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Jordan, come cuddle me because I'm not feeling good. But
you got it done. And like,
done.
you tell you how like not tech savvy I am. I fucking did the whole watched it and was like super duper impressed. It's Gollum. Gollum, if you're watching on YouTube, Gollum just crawled over here to take the computer away.
The computer caught you in the back.
What the fuck was that? Oh no, I was watching it and like you do like, so if you're watching on YouTube, you saw it when you watched this episode.
Yeah.
But it's like it starts out with the logo, Two Dudes and a Brew, and the music, and then like fades in. I was like, he's a professional, because I have no idea how that fucking
took
works.
me 15 minutes to get it right, where it wouldn't do it backwards. Where the logo would disappear, it would fade the logo in, then we would show up, then we'd fade out and fade. I could have punched my computer at one point.
Well, that's pretty cool that you made it work, because I have no fucking idea how that works.
Oh no! Once I got about 10 minutes in, I was like, I'm not giving up now.
I'm pissed
because I'm 10 minutes in and I'm
done.
irritated now.
Gotcha.
I will win.
Got you.
But no, it's just learning. You hear the phrase "old dog can't learn new tricks." I disagree. You can learn. It's just I understand when they say, "Oh, the human brain can't learn past a certain age." Yeah. Okay, I'm not that age yet.
A little static happening. All right,
it's
there we go.
Nice though. But at this point, that moved us into our next topic, which is one of our growing fun topics.
Segments.
Stop it.
You just like saying the word topic. I feel like you like the way your mouth moves when you say topic. Hey, producer Albany, it's our topic today. All right.
Where did you get a New York accent from?
Dialect. Continue.
I quit.
I got him
Jordan,
earlier.
take me
I got
home.
him earlier on an accent. Now I got him on the dialect. Go ahead.
One of our newer segments is called Would You Rather?
Would you rather?
So, Billy, at this point, would you rather be short and well-built or tall and fat?
Well, I'm already short and well-built, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. Short, well-built.
Okay. Well, this is a podcast.
Yeah.
People are listening to hear us talk, so back up your fucking answer.
Oh, okay. So fuck tall people.
Albany, where'd you get this one from?
All
this
tall
is
people.
weak.
I think I was drunk.
Can we pull another one? Yeah, because I'm already, like, literally...
Another.
I'm already short and fit, so...
And I'm mid-sized and fat, so...
No, you're like, tall and just, like, husky. Like, you're working on it.
Oh,
like,
don't kiss my
you're
ass.
You're not fat.
Okay, run it back for the people that are watching and listening and all that. Everybody
We're
that
gonna do
are hearing our
another
voices. Sorry, producer Albany. That goes in your book of fuck ups. Billy,
I wonder if she was just looking at us when she wrote that one, and was just like, I guarantee she was looking at us and was like, I'm going to be an asshole to Alex right now.
I was really being an asshole to you because short, like.
So she really was looking at us. That's why
she was. That was, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't fully catch that, Albany just admitted that I'm taller and fat, and Billy's short and almost built, which is like a joke. I guess that's a kick at him because he's not built.
Yeah, but I am. I'm not bad.
I mean, you don't look like a pumpkin. I'm proud of you.
I don't look like bro, I'm working on these love handles, like real shit. Like real shit. I'm 5. All right.
Does Albany grab them and pull, or can she not fully grab?
I mean, every now and again, she'll grab a hold. No. So for the listeners, just this, if you're not watching on YouTube, and you really can't even tell, but like I'm 5'6", 175 pounds.
I know they stack shit that high.
And you're like, are you 6 foot?
If I'm in boots, I'm 6
You're
foot.
like right.
I'm 5'10".
So you're 5'10". Yeah.
Jordan's 4'9".
Are you really 4'9"?
No.
How tall are you?
5 foot.
That's bullshit.
You're 5 foot. Hey, whatever works. Oh, well, you know what's crazy? It's like Albany is 5'6". Like me and her are the exact same height.
Albany's related to giraffes.
To what?
Giraffes.
Oh yeah, no. Well, when she was a kid, they thought she was going to be over 6 foot.
Yeah?
Yeah, the same way that my oldest is. Like,
yeah.
Beckett, yeah, they think he's going to be over 6 foot.
What kind of giraffe are you, Albany?
The coolest kind.
Just want to throw out there, the other day at my shop, we were all talking about animal penises.
Oh, boy.
And so I looked up.
Giraffe has the longest penis, doesn't they?
Average length of animal penises, and it said giraffe has like a 5 foot penis.
Wow!
5 foot penis. And whales have 10 foot.
Do you know dolphins are the only gay mammal other than us?
You know they also are the only ones that have sex for pleasure?
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, they do.
So dolphins like to get it on, too, just for shits and giggles of it.
Jordan said we're only working with 5 inches.
Oh, man. She didn't mean that. She may have
Tell me that later, because I have text message to back up. It's getting the job done.
And your mom's listening. Let's keep
I love
moving.
you.
First of all, we have strayed very far, but
We're not even that drunk.
But I'm not mad about it.
No,
I'm enjoying the conversation.
Billy,
go for it.
Back to our segment.
Our second Would You Rather, because the first one was an asshole move by the producer.
Producer took the day off, just like set up. Would you rather eat shit and it tastes like chocolate, or eat chocolate that tasted like shit?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We went from one that sucked ass to one that literally has to do with sucking ass. So, wow. Okay.
All right. So, would I rather eat shit that tasted like chocolate, or eat chocolate that tasted like shit?
There you go.
Isn't that the same thing?
No.
Okay. All right.
Because basically somebody could... Well, it came from deep.
Yeah, but you also forced the last back in on that.
I just didn't want it to sit in there.
That's true. I only did that because you always, every time I burp, you're like, you forced it.
Because I can see you like try to force your shoulders up and squeeze your stomach.
I'm not wearing a fucking hoodie. Like, I'm wearing a shirt. Okay, anyway. So would you rather...
I hear Asen.
Yeah, he's in there. So would you rather
eat shit
that
tastes like chocolate, or eat chocolate that tastes like shit?
Eat chocolate that tastes like shit.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh, fuck them. Eat
You're going to eat shit. You're going to eat human fucking feces.
What do I care? People say Brussels sprouts taste like shit, and I've seen people gob them down. Fuck them.
But you can fucking get a disease from eating shit.
You get a disease from getting on a fucking public bus.
But I don't want to go out because I ate shit.
I don't care. That's my answer.
Fucking throw me off a roof, burn me, drown me.
If it tastes good.
But if my legacy is, here lies Billy Edwards. Ate shit and died. Like, fuck off. Like, no. I would rather eat chocolate. You know what?
So what you're telling me is...
Wait, hold on. So how much chocolate and how much shit is a real question.
Producer Albany, can you shed some light on this?
We need you to come over here. You need to talk into the mic.
Take your comfy blanket off and come talk to us.
How much shit and how...
you hold on.
How much shit and how much chocolate?
Try the beer. If you're at the table, you're trying the beer.
Just made me come up here.
You can try mine.
I want your backwash. There's nothing left but backwash.
I know. Actually, this beer is going down really smooth.
That's because Billy's nursing that beer.
No, I'm almost there.
It's actually not terrible.
A little closer, dear.
Sorry. Okay.
There you go.
I just don't want to be too close to Alex.
So how much shit or how much chocolate? Like how much are we talking?
Like a bar of shit tasting chocolate, like a chocolate bar.
Okay, so
like a Hershey bar. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what kind of shit are we talking? Are we talking a toilet wrapper?
No.
Are we talking just a nice log?
One to
does
one.
It,
the equivalent.
Does it crease the water in the toilet?
No, it would be the equivalent to a chocolate bar.
Who the fuck takes a shit that looks like a chocolate bar?
You don't take a shit that looks like a chocolate bar, but it'd be like a nice nugget.
Do you weigh them before? Like put one on the scale, then put the shit on the scale?
Are we
Yes.
are we talking one that's already been submerged in said water, or one you took a dump in like after Taco Bell? Like what are we talking here? What kind of shit?
Just however
Can
you
it
like
be
to
like
eat
a healthy
your
shit?
shit.
Because
However you
if
shit.
you
There's
eat
a
Taco
difference.
Bell, you take a shit and it tastes like chocolate. It's also going to be spicy.
I guess if I drink 12 beers, eat Taco Bell at 2 a.m. and come home and shit, it's gonna be bad.
Spicy. It's spicy. So I just need to know my length here, like the sizes. So we're talking Hershey bar, and a nice like.
Okay, well, your shits aren't normal, first and foremost. You both have IBS. So a normal human's shit, like a turd.
This
like
is
a dog
we're
turd.
gonna lose fucking listeners on this.
Probably.
Like a dog turd size. Like, bloop,
Oh, a
a
dog.
turd.
What kind of dog is it?
Like Macy.
Like, oh Jesus Christ! So if you like
That's a whole lot.
Macy fucking like she lays it down. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with chocolate that tastes like shit, just because my tombstone's not gonna read that I went out on shit. That's not gonna be my legacy.
What I'm coming back to is you're more worried about what people's perception is versus what you like, rather than enjoying what you like and saying fuck people's perception.
You like eating shit?
I don't care what people think. Fuck them.
No, bro.
If it tastes like chocolate,
we need to fucking have a conversation. You do just.
Can I get sick over this?
Yes.
She said no.
It's fucking you. Wait, is it human feces?
It's just shit. Anybody's shit.
So what if it's like just? What if it's like squirrel shit or like rabbit shit? It's little
Dolphin
nuggets.
shit.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Because it's already in the water.
I've never seen a dolphin shit.
Do dolphins shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have to shit. They have to defecate for sure.
Oh, we're using defecate? You feel fancy on me now?
Well,
Really?
know, for our smart listeners, defecate.
If you're smart and you're listening, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. All right, yeah. So I'm going with that. I'm not eating shit, but I will eat chocolate that tastes like shit. I mean, that's basically like double dark chocolate that tastes like shit. So
Double dark chocolate.
so Alex is gonna go with he's gonna eat shit that tastes like chocolate because he's a disgusting human being. So what are you? Oh, producer Albany, can we get another beer over
that hurts the
here?
front of my finger.
We should start like tipping her because she does bring us beer all the time.
Oh, I think I have a 5. Oh, no. Jordan stole my 5 out of my wallet.
Oh,
Jordan,
what are we calling her? Jordan's gonna be our media
Enhancement team.
marketing manager. She's our marketing manager. Also, guys, if you would like to see some apparel from Two Dudes and a Brew, talk to us. Hats, beanies.
Oh, I meant to. When this is over,
We need to talk
we
about
need
it.
to talk about it because I got an email back.
Are we we talking expensive?
Depends what bracket expensive is to you.
Oh, gee. Oh, but you can literally walk in front of the camera. They know you're bringing us beer. Thank you. All right, stay there. We got to pour.
Yeah, don't sit down.
Oh, so now you pour first, you fucking fuck. Let's go. Pop a top with us. All right. I get a little bit ahead every time I do that. Alex is pouring now. Looks like a pretty clean pour thus far. Oh, nice move. Das Boot. You get... Oh, my... Dude, that might be a 5. If it goes over, it's not.
I'm not taking a breath.
Don't breathe. Don't breathe. If you're not watching on YouTube, he just beveled like a perfect pour. I'm going to call it a perfect pour, but we'll let the judge decide. My turn. And here we go.
Billy's pouring. It looks nice, but it could... Oh, that was an early turn.
I know. I took it easy.
What'd you slow it down for?
Heavy.
Dude, you got to bevel. You're not going to bevel.
You know what?
You pulled up so hard.
I know. I just didn't want to spill. I was worried.
What the hell?
It's still a good pour.
Yeah. Okay.
It's still a pretty decent pour. All right. So, producer Albany, let's get the gradings. For Alex, what is it?
Alex gets a 5. Billy gets a 4.7.
I win.
Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. We should put a warning in there before you fucking do that. All right, no, 100%.
That was loud
That was
in
a
my
5.
ears.
That was fucking impressive.
High five.
Yes. I like you and I like sex. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and obviously switch to my horn because that's what I enjoy.
That was an outstanding pour.
That was the best pour I think you've done since you joined me. So, after that pour, Alex, please, let's get into DB Cooper because I'm pretty sure the listeners by now. What are we? 30 minutes into this motherfucker? I mean, we're pretty fucking close.
35.
30. Holy fuckballs! Tell me about DB Cooper, and because I really don't know a lot. Like I think I studied him or watched some documentaries 10 fucking years ago, but I really have forgot it all because I drank. Skull.
I was gonna say you've drank since then, so that information is in the back of the bus,
100%,
and probably fell out the back.
Tell me about DB Cooper.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
tell me
our
about
topic
old
tonight
Dibby.
is
Old Dibby.
DB Cooper.
Oh, Dibby. You almost said Dibby
no,
Cooper. Yeah,
I didn't.
You did. You were so close.
All right, so let's start with the year. We're in the 70s. Airplane travel was starting to get very popular.
Okay.
Honestly, I always thought it was amazing that you used to be able to smoke on flights. This was the same time.
Holy fuck.
Well, remember, this is the same time they didn't know that smoking caused cancer.
Yeah,
remember, if you were fancy, if a woman was fancy, she had a little piece that extended it.
Oh, like Cruella de Vil.
Yeah, and they would smoke off of it.
My grandmother had this little gold pack that it's almost like chainmail. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about? And that's where she would put her cigarette box and then her lighter.
Yep.
And it had the two balls that clasped together.
Yeah.
And
it was a hard cigarette case.
She was born back in 1924.
Yeah.
So she started smoking when I think back then they would start smoking at fucking 10.
Yeah, because they didn't know the harmful effects of over time. That was one of the first things over time that truly showed that it can be bad for you. Just because it's not bad today.
But it can be bad. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we're talking the 70s.
Even though me and you are both nicotine users.
Oopsie.
Whatever.
So, again, we're talking about 1970s air travel.
Gotcha.
On the afternoon of November 24th, 1971, a nondescript man, which basically boils back to your average white male, 6 foot, 165 pounds, in a suit because you're in the 70s. A man calling himself Dan Cooper approached the counter of Northwest Orient Airlines in Portland, Oregon. Purchased a ticket for $20. It was $20.
$20?
I think my round trip,
fuck,
not picking my seat Southwest from Charlotte to Baltimore, was $2.15. $20.
Fucking $20.
Now I will say their percentage of planes randomly falling out of the sky wasn't good. You got on a plane, you're in your own risk. Best of luck to you.
Don't they say that a plane travel? Oh, speaking of plane travel,
there it is.
That it's more likely to die in a car accident than in a plane crash.
Now, yes. Because I think it comes back to plane travel. There's so many stipulations you have to meet to even get the plane off the ground.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I can't tell you how many times I've been stuck. I remember I flew to Florida for the brand I work for.
Yeah.
Because, to get some classes in and stuff.
Training.
And that's where we do our training. And I was coming home. So I got to the airport at 3 o'clock. Flight was at 6. Cool. So 5:30 comes, and you can go ahead and bet on a delay. It's fucking airplanes. Which please delay. Make sure the pilots are rested. I know they switch pilots, but be rested, be good. So 5:30 comes, 5:45 comes, and there's no plane at the gate because you can look right out the window. Yep. There's no plane at the gate.
Because the plane's coming from somewhere else. You're probably not its first flight of the day.
Exactly. It's 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So 6 o'clock comes. 6:10 comes, and then usually around 6, about 15 minutes after, if the plane's not there, they'll go ahead and make an announcement all right, we've been delayed. Whatever. Flight's supposed to take off at 7. Cool. Plane lands about 6:45. I'm we're not leaving at 7.
No, you're delayed.
There's not going to be a 15-minute check. I'm a fucking mechanic. And when I do an overall check on a vehicle, it's not 15 minutes.
No.
I need to really check this motherfucker out. That's how I make my money. But, even they are doing it to save lives. So then, like, they come back, you see the time change on the little monitor.
Yep.
And it's like, it went from 7 to 7:45. And I was like, fuck. So, like, I texted Albany, and I'm like, it's going to be later.
Yeah, we're bumping flights now.
So then we go to get on the plane. They take us back off the plane because the plane had a bird strike. They hit a bird in the air.
Yep.
So then they get the mechanic out there. All right, so now we're moving towards 8 o'clock. And the mechanic does his thing, comes back, says everything's good. We're good to go.
Good. There you go.
Load back up at 8. I'm like, all right, fucking cool. Load back at 8, so we don't really, everybody doesn't get settled to about 8:15, 8:25.
Yeah, it takes about a half hour to board a plane.
So we're sitting there, not moving. Oh, everybody back off the plane. Why?
Pilots are out of time.
No power in the cockpit.
Oh, yep, there it is.
So they have to call the mechanic back out.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I don't want to fly. I'm not really one for heights. Like, when I was in the Army, like, airborne, like, I didn't want to do, like, I wanted to do that, but I didn't. Like, I wanted to do air assault, but I didn't. Also, I was National Guard, so the state wasn't going to pay for it anyway because I was a mechanic. But, so I'm like, being a mechanic myself, I'm like, that's bad news bears.
Yeah, but there's a billion relays on them things.
Well, they called the mechanic back out. He forgot to plug something back up when he took the nose of the plane off.
Yeah.
Fuck you. So we finally get to board back on by like 9:30. Well, we get up, start rolling, take off. And I'm like, finally. Shoot Albany a text. I'm like, hey, we're in the air.
Yeah.
We get the pilot over the intercom. About 15 minutes into the flight. It's about an hour and a half flight from Florida back to North Carolina. And he goes, just want everybody to make sure they're buckled up. We've got the sign on. Make sure you're buckled up. We're flying into a storm. Are you fucking kidding me? There. So, like, by the way, so many people went and found other flights that it was literally just me and probably 10 to 20 other dudes that 10 to 20 other guys that like had or were in training with me. Yeah. They had to stop off in Charlotte so they could make all their connecting flights. So we just have running the plane. And I'm like, this is fucking cool. And then it's like storm.
Then you get bounced around like a sardine in a
dude,
can.
I'm bouncing up and down. I'm like, I text Albany. I was like, tell the kids I love them. I love you. I'm really sorry. By the way, there's $17 billion under the bed. Lies. So, finally, we got through that fucking storm. It took 45 minutes to get through the storm. It was humongous. We land. By this point, my anxiety is so fucking high, and like I can't even breathe, and I'm just like, fuck this shit. And I walk out to the car, and Albany's sitting there, and like I'm like, and at that time I wasn't like smoking cigarettes or anything. Yeah, like I was here and there. I was like, you go to the first fucking gas station you find. I'm getting 2 packs of cigarettes, and I'm smoking every single one of them motherfuckers today. And so, like, she literally, like, she didn't want me smoking, but she was like, I got you. And, like, yeah. So she hooked me up, and we were good to go. I didn't mean to go on a tangent, but, like.
No, so I've got 2 stories.
Oh, I'm sure you got more than 2, because you fly way more often than
For anybody that's never listened, I travel 37 weeks a year. Anything under 5 hours,
if you don't know how many weeks are in a year, it's 52.
Travel a lot. If I can get away under 4 hours driving, I usually do. Sometimes the company will put me, if it's cheaper to put me on a plane than it is to put me in a couple hotel for a couple nights, it's fine.
Yeah, I got you.
So the first one, very short. Show up with a plane, race weekend's over, I'm tired, I'm ready to go home. I think I texted Jordan, hey, we're getting ready to load up. I'm the first one there because the team guys got to go back and load haulers back up, so I'm eating my, the dinner they have for us there because they do have catering there for us because they know we're coming straight from the racetrack.
Yeah.
Pilot walks up to me and goes, hey, bud, I hate to break it to you, but we're going to be here a while. I said, why? Fuck. What's up? He goes, I'm out of time. I said, how are you out of time? He goes, well, there's a storm sitting really close, which means we're not going to get off. We'd have to take off in the next 10 minutes to beat this storm out of here. They're going to ground us for 2 hours. Then it's a 4-hour flight home. I'm going to be out of time. Now, if you don't know, truck drivers, you drive till you're done.
I know they have. Well, no, I think truck drivers have time too.
Truck drivers do have time.
I don't know.
I know. I have a CDL as well.
I would say I don't know.
You have 11 hours. You have 14 hours to drive 11. The second you clock in, starts your 14. 11's truck moving. So 14 is driving, fueling, 30-minute break. I got to stop, take a piss. You got 14 hours, period, and you're done. 11 is truck moving. So you might do that 11 hours and 11 hours and 30 minutes, depending on your breaks.
Yeah.
Pilots, if they cannot make their destination by the time they're out of time, they will not let you off the ground.
Shit.
Because you have lives on board, you're over your hours.
Yeah.
And they have to flight plan and everything, and it's pretty much figured out.
I mean, it's the human element. Yeah.
So we got fucked there because they had to fly other pilots in, which delayed us like 2.5 hours. It sucked. Another one was actually my boss's. Say he took off from Charlotte, heading to Alabama. Took off. They're digging pretty good on takeoff. He's at the window, looking out the window. Sees fire in the engine. Then the engine stops turning.
Oh, shit. That's
no more engine.
That's not fucking good.
No more engine.
That's like the worst thing.
Flew all the way to Alabama from Charlotte, which is a 6-hour drive, 2 hour, maybe 2 hour
I've
flight
flown to Alabama from Charlotte. It's about a 2.5 hour flight. 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Land, we're all live, groovy. When he gets back, the same plane's still there. They took the plane home that had a blown up motor.
Fuck off.
He said he was praying the whole way on takeoff because it really, once you're in the air, you're good. You don't need the engines. You can get to the ground. No problem.
You're gliding.
Yes.
At that point.
It's the takeoff. It's the hardest. Getting the vehicle in motion. You're doing it on one fucking engine. Best of luck.
Fuck that.
My last one, I think I already told this story, leaving out of Dover this year.
I mean, are we ever, like, just a real quick question.
Yeah.
If we're just going to let this episode free flow, because I really feel like it's just free flow and I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's good.
Like, are we really even going to get into DB Cooper in this one?
Oh, we're going to get into it. As soon as I'm done this, we're back in the topic.
Okay.
Promise.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. Maybe the listeners want to hear us just fucking babble.
I doubt it.
Love you guys.
So we took off out of Dover this year. Like, we're looking at storm. Like, I'm looking at my phone. I'm seeing red on both sides. Talk to the pilot, who's a buddy of mine.
That's the worst.
Shows me on his phone. He zooms in, or his iPad zooms in. He goes, see this little spot between the two storms? I said, yeah. He goes, if your guys can get here quick enough, we're going to punch it.
Oh, shit.
He's like, so we never hear from him. I fly private. The girls do, or the stewardess.
I actually know one of your pilots.
You do?
Yeah, because I worked with him, and now he is actually a pilot. I see him all the time.
The stewardess.
Huge listener, too, by the way.
Oh, good.
He listens to us on the way to the airport. He listens to us on the way back from the airport, so shout out. I'm not going to say his last name because I don't know if he wants it, but Casey, Skull, my brother.
So we go to leave out of Dover, and usually we only hear from the stewardess. They leave us alone. It's a private flight. They don't have to go through all of it. The captain doesn't have to talk to us. This is about get there, get home, get it done. We all know why we're here.
But isn't it nice to fly private?
It is. It's scary how easy it is. So we go to take off, and he goes, all right, guys, we're in line. We're number 2 in line. And usually nobody takes their headphones off. Nobody listens. It's the captain talking. This is going to be bad. He goes, if you have a tray table open, close it. If you have a drink sitting out, hold on to it. We're going to punch through this storm. It's going to be rough. It's not going to be fun. We're going to get through it. You know when a plane turns, you think, oh, wow, we're really turned. He turned that thing where I'm pretty sure one wing was towards the ground, one wing was towards God.
And he was like just guiding it.
He didn't take off long enough for the plane to pull the landing gear up before he made the turn. Hard left, stand on it, stay in it. We're going through this storm. I kid you not, I think my head hit the ceiling twice. That's the first time on a flight I've actually gone, I need to put my seatbelt on now.
Yeah.
It was rough. As soon as we were clear of the storm, smooth sailing all the way home. The guys that we fly with do an outstanding job.
Fucking
that was the
shout
first
out
time
pilots, dude.
when it was like, this'll end bad. And you say you're scared of heights. I'm really not. When it comes to that kind of height, that plane goes down, I'm dead.
If I took you to Carowinds, which if you don't
No, I'm not doing a roller coaster.
Well, it's fucking heights.
That's the problem. Like with a plane at that kind of height, you're screwed anyway. It is what it is. The problem is on a roller coaster, I could live. That would suck because I would come back as a vegetable.
I just want to tell you, so if you're watching on YouTube, you just saw me on my phone, and the only reason you saw me on my phone is because I was shooting a text to producer Albany. I want to do a future episode on porn and how it started. Don't ask me why that came into my brain, but I really feel like it would be such a good topic.
By the way, bookmarker on this episode. Hold on. How many minutes in are we? 50 minutes in. Producer Jordan's asleep.
No, she's not producer. She's our marketing manager.
Marketing manager Jordan.
Which she could be taking a
asleep.
video right now so we could put on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, but she is currently unconscious on the couch.
Marketing manager Jordan, are you playing possum?
Hey, wait. Can I fucking... Hold on. If you guys are listening, I'm getting ready to take a wonderful picture of our passed out marketing manager.
You're playing possum.
Got her.
She's playing possum.
I will post this the week this episode drops. I just want to make sure, Alex, make sure you're good with this. So we have this one.
That's such a beautiful shot of you, Jordan.
And then we have that one.
Oh, post on her smiling. She'll like the one smiling more.
Okay, I'll do that.
So, we've gotten really off track.
We're
back to
pretty
DB
far.
Cooper.
Are we losing our lighting in here now because we've been talking for so long?
A little bit. We're okay on the camera, though.
Are we okay on the camera?
We're okay on the camera.
All right, let's keep moving.
For anybody that's not watching on YouTube, we're shooting this at like 4:45 in the afternoon, and it's starting to get dark in here.
Yeah, okay.
The natural light was outstanding when we started.
At least we don't live in Alaska.
Okay.
Because, Alaska does like...
Why?
Sorry. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're already free-flowing. Like, I want to get through this DB Cooper, but I'm enjoying just the talk.
It's good.
It's enjoyable.
I'm half and half on Alaska, just so you know.
What do you mean you're half and half on Alaska?
I could move there, but...
What's stopping you? Oh, so hold on.
It's the regular day-to-day stuff. Like, you're not going to have... I'd say you're not going to have any fun. People say that's a lifestyle to live. That is a huge choice.
So this dude I follow on TikTok, by the way, shout out, there's Twodudesandabrewpodcast on TikTok. Also, if you follow me at Wrench Doctor on TikTok, then that will link you to Twodudesandabrewpodcast. TikTok.
Wrench Doctor?
Wrench Doctor, yeah.
So is that like when you had a high school email and it was like Baby Girl Pink 102 at
No, I came up
gmail.com?
with it after I had been a mechanic for like 10 years. I was like, I need to come up with a funny name because I remember I was on PlayStation. I was SCNG Soldier, and then I was like, well, I'm out of the military now. Like, I don't want to keep that. So I was like, what do I do for a living? I work on cars. What do? I diagnose and fix cars. What do doctors do? They diagnose and fix people. Cool, I'm a fucking wrench doctor. Move on.
I strip bolts out for a living.
I fucking tap them, you bastard. But no. So, yeah, definitely check us out on TikTok, though. We're there. I swear to God. Actually, and if you're
Billy and the podcast are there, I'm there against my will.
You don't have one of your own, but you should.
I don't have access to ours either, and I don't want it because I won't download the app.
Okay, well, I have access to it. Also, guys, if you couldn't tell from last episode, our YouTube channel, I actually shaved my beard.
Yeah, you look like a child.
Well, it's grown back in. It was literally a week ago.
Oh, really? Because look at this.
Yeah, but you fucking have had that since you were like 2. And you never let it grow.
Just because they're listening on audio, the sound you're hearing is me playing with my beard.
That's his beard.
Billy, come on. Nothing? Oh, that's a stubble. Ain't that
make sure you check us out on TikTok because we are there. But I shaved my fucking beard. Wow, we're so far. But what I was getting at on the TikTok thing was talking about Alaska. is I follow this channel on TikTok, and it's like My Life in Alaska or some shit.
Yeah.
I probably fucked that up.
Probably.
I will hopefully correct that. But, dude, he, like, posted a video. He was, like, traveling, I guess, to, like, hunting, like, looking for food. Mm-hmm. He came upon, like, a rolled, like, glacier. But it's, like, literally like a tunnel-rolled glacier. So it's just ice rolled in this tunnel style.
Oh, groovy.
He camped out inside of it.
Okay, that would be badass.
Build a fucking fire, had coffee, had fucking meat. Like,
okay, but that's the fun stuff. Like, that's the Alaska you see on the postcard. What about the random Tuesday afternoon when it's 12 below zero?
Oh no, that's
I'm
not
out
only.
of food. I need to catch shit.
That's not only the. That's not the only thing though. This girl, she has a TikTok too, and she's from Alaska. And I watched a lot of her videos, and basically, like, she documents like the 24 hours of day, the 24 hours of night. Bro, it was 12:45 in the morning, and it was brighter outside than it is right now at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, because they have one whole day in darkness.
She went for a run. No,
Alaska?
not one whole day. Like fucking like 6 months.
Oh, really?
It's like 6 months at a time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then, like, even
Learned something new today.
But like in the summer, like she was saying, she's like, it's hotter than everybody thinks. Like, we still get
Alaska does get warm.
We still get up to like 70 degrees.
Yeah, you're not talking 110, but it's still
now
warm.
In your lows. Obviously, in your lows, you do get in your negatives.
Yeah,
but like Alaska would be so cool to fucking do. Like, I follow a lot of homesteaders.
I just don't know if I could do Alaska 24/7.
Okay, well, where would you homestead if you could? Like, where would you...
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to take so much kickback for it. I'm telling you, Wyoming, Montana.
I love Wyoming and Montana.
North Dakota. Mainly, we've been watching Yellowstone like no other. That's why Montana comes in.
Oh, so we're actually moving to Yellowstone. We just finished Vikings.
We're not physically moving. We're moving to the show.
The show. I'm talking about the show. We're not moving.
Oh, yeah.
No. Oh, yeah. Alex got really concerned. He was like, how are we going to do the podcast if you live at Yellowstone?
I'm going to need an email address.
No. So,
you need to watch Yellowstone.
Yeah, we're going to. So you're saying Wyoming, Montana, basically all those, like,
big sky countries.
Northwestern states, like,
Flyover
Flyover states, yeah.
Shout out Jason Aldean.
100%. Hope you listened. You probably don't.
No, he's important.
If I had to homestead, I've done.
Our listeners are important.
Our listeners are important. If I had to choose where I was going to homestead,
yeah.
It's so difficult for me because I'm on two different sides of the spectrum, and you're not going to know how to take this, and I'm just going to put it out there. Mountains of North Carolina.
Okay.
There's a lot of land, a lot of unused land.
I'm in.
Oregon.
Why Oregon? We've had this discussion before.
Do what? Washington State as well.
Why?
Or even Idaho. Like, I'm down for Idaho. So,
you're too far west at that point.
Not in our minds. So me and producer Albany, we've talked for a long time, and like, even though Oregon right now, I don't agree with them just fucking legalizing everything, because they have legalized like crack, and like I'm not
meth.
Okay, meth, whatever, meth, crack, same shit. But I would say if I was gonna homestead, Oregon, like when you look like on like any of the apps like Zillow or any of that shit,
yeah.
Dude, when you look at anything, houses, land, it doesn't matter. It's like, boom, 5 acres to start. That's the lowest. 10 acres. Oh,
well, that's because you're in open land. Yeah, you can't. You're not getting small chunks.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not getting a quarter acre anywhere.
And but I would love to like Wyoming. I think would be awesome because I'm a huge follower of like Lost Dog Street Band.
Yeah.
You don't know who they are? Shout out Lost Dog Street Band. We're going to their concert this year.
I need to find those tickets again.
They should send them. They should send them. But you know, like Wyoming is a beautiful state. You know.
Oh, I call it big sky country because you can literally see the sky because there's no cities nearby.
You can, and it's really fucking cool, and like I'm here for that.
Mm-hmm.
But also like the North Carolina mountains. Like I mean, so like producer Albany has some family that have like a house up there in the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
And we go up there, like, we drive past so much completely unused land.
Yep.
Never been tampered with. I would love to go off grid. I would love to self-sustain.
And we talk about it, like, me and Jordan went to Gatlinburg over the summer, just as I think, 3-day trip. We were going to take the bike, and we couldn't because of the weather. It was going to rain it was supposed to rain all 3 days. Of course, it didn't rain at all because we didn't take the bike.
Yeah.
Went, and just some of the stuff you see that's even it's not about the type of land, flat land versus, cattling versus mountains. It's the fact that it's untouched, that nature still owns it, that I'm not looking at a JP Morgan building or a Bank of America or
exactly
25 skyscrapers. There are some of the
dead
honest love the idea of living in the city. I don't want to be in the city.
No,
sorry,
I don't.
Hate it. I just can't do it.
But also, it's like looking at that land and being like, not only do I want to live here, and I know if I live here, I'm going to have to take away a quarter acre to build my house, build my, barn or my animal pens. But, if I own this land, I can sustain the nature. I can sustain what's here without allowing
you really only want to do
corp to move in and tear it all down.
You just want to make it where it's functional. I don't want to denaturize, if that's the right word. I probably made that word up. You don't want to destroy the land. I'm just there to make a house so I can function, somewhere to keep, like you said, animals.
Yeah,
and store stuff,
and be smart about what you eat. All right, so obviously, if I move to the North Carolina mountains, we know it's heavy in population there as far as animals go. You have your deer, you have your rabbits, you have your squirrels.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to learn to live off those animals.
You have to live off what nature gives you.
But there's a reason they say when two people get together and you guys are fucking like rabbits. Because they reproduce extremely fast.
Yep.
I want to keep that. Reproduce extremely fast, but I'm going to fucking kill you and eat you. But I think, the homesteading aspect of life, I think that's so...
It's a different mindset.
It really is. Because you don't have those bills. You don't have that electricity bill. You don't have that fucking house payment. You don't have... I have been wanting to homestead for years.
It's tough to do.
It is tough to do. But once you've made the move, you've got your solar panels, you've got your house, you've got your RV, you've got your chicken coops, you've got your animal pens. Once you make that move, all the homesteaders I watch are once you get to the point that it's I've got a place to live, I've got a place to eat, I've got a place, I've got resources.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You know what to expect.
Now you no longer have to worry about oh God, I got to make this fucking, whatever your house payment is, $500, $600, $700, $1,200, $2,000 house payment. Nah, I got to pay $100 this month for the land. I got to pay, I got solar panels. If I didn't pay them off, okay, well, I got to pay $50 for the solar panels and then animal feed.
Yep.
Done.
It's a different mentality of functioning.
Yeah. And the craziest part is you can actually, so me and you are big video game heads.
Yeah.
You like video games.
I do.
I like video games. And, there's a couple of people I follow, on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And their video games head too, but they're homesteaders.
Oh.
They actually use their solar panels, collect all this energy, because their solar panels be connected to 17 fucking batteries, and they store the energy they built up, and then they can go online on their computers because they have Wi-Fi routers and shit that they build poles that are fucking 30 feet high. They gotta
get up in the air,
and they get to do that. And it's okay, so you actually aren't sacrificing the shit that you like to do.
No. It's not as easy as calling a guy to come out to set up your internet.
You just have to
You're going to have to make a little bit of effort.
You just got to use your fucking brain.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so that, for me, homesteading would be the way to go.
But on that note, let's get into DB Cooper, because we did start and we have not made any progress.
I am very sorry. I've just been enjoying the flow of it. I feel like
we're doing good. Hey, producer Albany, real quick, can you turn the light above us on? Just so it's a little brighter in here.
Can you bring me that vape too while you're doing it?
I'm just worried about it getting really dark inside the room. People that are just on audio only.
Never mind.
Again,
on the vape.
It's starting to get dark in here. We just want to make sure we do it right.
She must be running low on vape juice.
The juice?
Because she just gave me the eyeballs disgusting.
All right, producer Albany, do it for the camera.
Hey.
Turn the fan off. Turn the fan off. Turn the fan off. Turn the fan off.
Oh, everybody can see you right now. They're like, oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Everybody on YouTube's getting a shot of producer Albany's boobs. She looked at the camera.
I think you're good. Thanks, babe.
We thoroughly appreciate your help.
That was wonderful.
All right, DB Cooper.
Move.
Let's restart. I only got one line in, so. On the afternoon of November 24th, 1971, regular-looking guy called himself Dan Cooper when he signed in to get his ticket at the counter of Northwest Orient Airlines in Portland, Oregon. He used cash to buy the one-way ticket on Flight 305 bound from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. Thus began one of the great unsolved mysteries in FBI history.
It's still never been solved.
It has never been solved.
Remember.
To jump ahead, it was closed in 2016, but anybody that has true information that can be backed up, they're still accepting. Cooper was a quiet man who appeared to be in his mid-40s wearing a business suit, black tie, and white shirt. Nothing outside the norm for the 70s. You're in a suit and a tie. Great.
Yeah.
Remember the black tie. We're going to come back to that. He ordered a drink, bourbon and soda, while flying. The flight was on takeoff.
You said he ordered a drink?
Yes.
We need pop a top.
Bourbon and soda. Good man. Let's pop a top. Producer Albany.
You know what's crazy?
I'm so glad you stuck around.
That's why she did. She went and grabbed us beers and she was like, they're done. So
just so you know, she was off camera on the other side, eyeballing me because I was still talking, making to see how long I could make her stand there. 3, 2, 1. Oh,
dude, you hit my fucking phone with
he
your...
He also got it all over his computer.
Good job.
Damn it!
Dumbass.
I'm going to do the perfect pour on this one.
Do the perfect pour.
All right,
you go
here
first.
we go. Here we go. We're just
going
to let it move. I hope it works. It's spilling. We're losing it.
Oh, that's so going over.
Yeah, I still have beer in here.
0. It's over and it's not even done. That's a 0.
That's not a 0.
That's a 0.
There's not.
Beer and it's still in the can.
You can't. It's not that much.
You did party foul.
So what? You can't give me a 0.
Give him the 0.
Alex just spewed beer across the whole fucking table.
It was cool.
Alex, you're
That's true. Half of his beer didn't go in his glass.
All right, you don't rate.
Probably...
Get back. You don't rate yet. Oh, did you see how much went in the ale horn? Remember that in your rating process.
Wait, hey, Alex is pouring. Good angle. He's starting to make the turn, and we got a...
that was cheap.
Yeah, he kind of lost that one. It's still better than mine.
I didn't.
I mean,
lose.
technically,
mine
looks excellent right now, but we spilled.
Excellent right now because the other 4 ounces are in the fucking horn.
I give Alex a 3.8.
Oh wow!
And I give Billy a 1.
Are you shitting me? A 1?
That's 0.5.
Except
for anybody that's been part of this rating process, that right there proves every point I've ever said that Albany is totally on your side. You went from a 1-0 to a 1-5.
I gave you a great score, and you're winning. Like, that's the last beer of this episode, and you have won.
I can tell you the way this is going,
points.
that is not the last beer of this episode. It's the last beer of that of this episode. We might break into Michelob Ultras here soon.
I ain't got much left. I think Albany's about out of vape. I'm about out of fucking beer. We're in a bad spot.
We're about out of light.
Jordan, go buy vapes. Oh, wait, she's asleep.
She ain't awake. All right. Oh, Jesus. Come on. Take your time.
I'm waiting on you. Just
no
keep
rush.
talking. Keep talking.
I was going to cheers you, but fuck.
Oh. Well, I'm not cheer. I'm Skull, motherfucker.
All right. Well, you ruined that. I'm using my wedding glass. All right. So Cooper ordered a bourbon and soda. While the flight was taking off. For anybody that's flown in the last 10 years, it's a little weird. You used to be able to get drinks before takeoff if you sit in first class.
Yeah.
Today, you can get drinks before takeoff. Coach cannot. They just can't do it quick enough. Worth getting off the ground.
Gotcha.
A short time after 3 p.m., he handed the stewardess a note indicating that he had a bomb in his briefcase and wanted her to sit with him.
Oh, shit.
All right. We're getting interesting.
Yeah.
Let's start. I mean... That was flat way. One of the notes I did see that I didn't write down, but I do remember. The stewardess originally took the note, put it in her pocket, and he told her, "You need to read that."
Yeah.
He had a bomb.
That's actually kind of fucking scary.
The stunned stewardess did as she was told, opened the cheap attaché case. I don't know what that means. Cooper showed her a glimpse of the masked wires and red-colored sticks and demanded that she write down what he told her. Soon she was walking a new note to the captain of the plane. The note demanded 4 parachutes, 2 front, 2 back, and $200,000 in $20 bills by 5 p.m. So people today would go, well, $200,000 ain't that much. Talking
in
the 70s.
1970, where a $20 plane ticket.
Yeah,
so,
I mean it's
what Producer Albany? What is the equivalence of $1 in 2021 to 1970?
You want me to look up $20,000?
$200,000.
Yeah, $200,000 compared to $200,000 today. So that's 1970.
1971, but yeah,
1971.
Because it's going to be about the same.
Is Macy fucking with you?
Yeah, Macy wanted. I'm going to say Macy's hungry. She's starting to do the face.
All right, so
the awarded amount is $1,300,000.
You need to you come to me right now and read that fucking shit, because there's no way that wow.
Nice catch.
They didn't see you on camera either, so you're good. So what is it?
Okay, so today $200,000 in the 70s would be worth $1,342,649.48.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, he asked for a pretty penny there. Producer Albany, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Missed you mean it.
You're not sleeping, so that's a win.
She does that.
Of course, marketing manager Jordan.
She markets. She don't have to be a part of the podcast.
She should be looking at us right now. She's not.
No.
Bro, she's dead on my couch right now.
She does that. So, he asked for a large amount of money, and he also asked for a fuel truck on the ground ready to fuel the plane. Ooh. If you know anything about planes, just watch your feet, because there's a drinker there she can knock over. Sorry, Jordan moved herself around.
I love the fact that this episode has gone so off the wall.
Yeah.
Because it's really, I think, honestly, it's enjoyable. So
it is.
Just keep moving.
He wanted a fuel truck on the ground. For anybody that knows anything about planes, and especially commercial airlines, you don't fill the plane full.
No.
That's in layman's terms, it's a waste of fuel. You fill the plane enough to get to your destination. Now, for 2 reasons. A, I want to say each flight that goes out of different cities, the fuel tax or the fuel rate is different, so it costs the companies more money to fuel up in different states.
Yeah.
The other reason is hijacks. Well, I mean, if the flight's only an hour long, you filled the plane full, it can go another 6, 8, 10 hours. Well, obviously a flight like that's more risk to be hijacked. So they fuel it enough to get to its destination.
Yeah, obviously.
Fly around a little bit for delays, anything like that. So he knew that. He knew it needed to be fueled full when it got on the ground.
Yeah.
He was quoted by the stewardess that he handed the note to saying, "No funny stuff or I'll do the job." Okay. You gave her a note. Now you made it clear that apparently you're not playing around. Groovy. When the flight landed in Seattle, the hijacker exchanged the flight's 36 passengers for the money and parachutes. Cooper kept several crew members on board. The plane took off again, ordered to set course to Mexico City.
Shit.
So not only are we're coming up with a couple different issues there. You've got civilians off the plane. You've got crew, which are civilians, kinda. Now it's the airline's problem. Yeah. You pumped it full of fuel, and you're heading out of the country. So not only do you have to deal with the plane being hijacked, you got to deal with another
international.
Country.
Yeah, it's like an international thing.
Now we've got another fight going on. As soon as the plane took off, Cooper requested the plane stay below 10,000 feet. Now, I believe that has to do with radar.
It's got to. That's the only thing it can be.
If anybody doesn't know, planes are tracked via radar and a couple other instruments. They have to get to a certain height up in the air, a certain altitude, to actually show up on radar. If you fly below it, you can literally fly blind.
Yeah.
I don't know what that threshold is. I haven't looked. But the only reason to stay below 10,000 feet would assume that he's trying to fly under the radar so they can't 100% track the plane.
Yeah.
So, somewhere between Seattle and Reno, Nevada, which I believe is south of Vegas. Don't quote me on that. But
south of it? Yeah.
Maybe. South of Las Vegas.
I'm terrible with
somewhere
that type
between
of shit.
Seattle and Reno. So somewhere between Washington and Nevada. A little after 8 p.m., the hijacker did the incredible. He jumped out of the back of the plane with a parachute and the ransom money. Okay, not a half bad idea, because what's your plan once you get to the ground? The pilots landed safely, but Cooper had disappeared in the night, with his ultimate fate remaining a mystery to this day. So, was that Jordan snoring?
No, it was not.
She does that. So, the first thing, got the plane on the ground. We interviewed people that were on the plane. Interviewed, obviously, the stewardess.
Yeah.
The FBI attempted to use Cooper's black tie for DNA evidence. Specific elements were found on Cooper's tie. Those elements were connected back to Boeing materials. So apparently specific materials, small pieces, things like that were specific Earth materials is what it was said online.
Gotcha.
Basically, it stowed back to Boeing because it's the parts for the high winds, high temperature, low temperature items they use on Boeing planes. He may have actually worked for Boeing, and it was a Boeing 737 he jumped out of. So
well,
he
that
may
would make
have
sense.
He may have had knowledge of the plane and what the best route to do this and where the weaknesses were. One person from our list, Richard Floyd McCoy, is still a favorite suspect among many. We tracked McCoy for similar plane. The FBI tracked down and arrested McCoy for similar airplane hijacking and escape by parachute less than 5 months after Cooper's flight. So basically tried the same MO again. But McCoy was later ruled out because he didn't match nearly identical physical descriptions of Cooper provided by two of flight attendants. They basically kicked him out based on a stressed out flight attendant's drawing of him.
Yeah.
Which I think less and less today they trust, because that was again a time that didn't really understand the brain going through shock,
and
not remembering anything,
PTSD type shit.
Correct.
Yeah, gotcha.
Perhaps Cooper didn't survive his jump from the plane. After all, the parachute he used couldn't have been steered. It was a military style chute at that time. It didn't have the arm pieces to steer it. So you're going wherever you drop.
Yeah, because usually like airborne, like if you jump out of the plane, you're on a run line. So literally it's just as soon as the run line's done, you come out. But I think nowadays, obviously, you have like the handfuls. Yeah.
After all, the parachute he used couldn't be steered. His clothing and footwear were unsuitable for the rough landing, and he had jumped into a wooded area at night. A dangerous proposition for a seasoned pro, which evidence suggested Cooper was not. So he jumped out of the plane in a trench coat, a suit jacket, shirt, tie. The tie was left.
Yeah.
And loafers. Not really the best thing to be jumping out of a plane at night.
Yeah, but he had $1 million, so I don't think he gave a fuck.
Pretty much. This theory was given an added boost in 1980 when a young boy found a rotting package of $20 bills, $5,800 in all, that matched the ransom money and serial numbers. It was found at a beach when him and his father were making a fire. Serial numbers of the bills were released, but all the money was never found.
Yeah.
So, of course, that keeps the door wide open.
Like, where's the rest of the fucking money?
Because where's the rest of the money? Now, it could have disappeared in the ocean. It could have been picked up by somebody. I heard it.
Pause.
For anybody that's listening, the snoring you're hearing in the background is Marketing Manager Jordan.
She is enjoying her snooze right now on the couch. I think her head is even laying on producer Albany's lap so that she can enjoy her nice snooze from the mimosas earlier. So, you're watching on YouTube. Enjoy. Because I'm sure it's picking up because she's way closer to the camera than we are.
I'm hearing it, so.
Let's keep rolling.
All right, so the money was never fully recovered, which of course is going to keep the operation open because they didn't find the money.
Yeah.
That's the first kicker.
Where's the fucking money?
So, here we go kind of into the aftermath of it. Several letters were sent to the FBI, New York Post, Washington Post, LA Times, and more writers to get a story out, claiming everything about the case.
Yeah.
They found D.B. Cooper's body. They are D.B. Cooper. Their family. They saw him land.
Yeah.
98% of those were debunked. People were even in prison for making it up because at that point they're trying to make money on it. Somebody's trying to get their name in the headlines. 2 men were
Jesus Christ.
Albany, shake her a little bit. You're snoring, babe. 2 men were convicted for impersonating D.B. Cooper.
Yeah.
They took it so far that they eventually, the FBI and the Attorney Justice, convicted him for it.
Yeah, no doubt.
So let's get back into D.B. Cooper himself. The name DB was actually a mistake.
Really?
The FBI believed that the wiring service that made the phone call, the wire call, made a mistake.
Yeah.
It was not meant to be DB. His name on the ticket was Dan. They believe DB is what actually got pushed to the line.
Okay, so Dan Cooper.
Dan Cooper was what was on his
DC.
receipt. Too much.
What, like District of Columbia?
Oh, Jesus. 800 plus subjects were cleared, other than 24 people that are still open. But again, they don't have enough to convict or prove, so that's done. There was no real flight plan. So you go back after one of these deals and people go, what was the out plan? What was the plan to get to the ground to land? If jumping out of the plane was the plan, he never really had a plan. Because everybody said, well, why would he go to the ground and go to Mexico City? Great, you landed in Seattle. The pilot at some point will slip off and tell somebody where they're landing. Or they'll just watch the GPS on the plane.
Yeah.
If he never had a plan, it really doesn't matter where he goes. Because he's jumping out anyway. He's just sending the plane away from the cops.
Yeah.
And make them chase their tail.
The only plan. Get the fuck away.
So, another weird thing they requested, the $200,000 was requested in all $20 bills. He wanted no large bills, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because they made sure they gave him specific serial numbers. So if he did get to the ground, he did have all the money. The second those bills pop somewhere, they know where he is. The money was never used anywhere. It was never put back in circulation. They never,
unless he was buying on the street.
Unless he was using something that didn't run the serial numbers.
Yeah, like if I gave you $20 right now, like my $20 I pulled from the bank and I handed you $20. The last record they have is I had that serial number of $20 bill.
Correct.
Now you have it. Well, you give it to your buddy, and he gives it to that buddy. Mm-hmm. We're already like 4 people deep.
Correct.
So,
but at least it gives them a city, a state, somewhere where it resurfaced.
I know. I'm with you on that. I'm just saying. I'm sure with his plan, it sounds like he was smarter than that.
A little bit. FBI case files, when they were closed in 2016, measured 40 feet long, and they had interviewed more than 1,000 subjects. Open for 45 years when it was officially closed in 2016. It's closed. They'll take credible facts, but you better have a damn good story, because at this point, it's done.
Yeah.
We don't know. There's several things going around the web saying he's dead. That he died of natural causes, whatever happened to him.
Yeah.
If he did live, he's dead now.
Yeah.
Because they were saying he was 40 in the 70s. That would make him 80 today. No?
I don't fucking... Huh? I think it'd be like 90.
30, 20, 50 years. He was 20 in the 70s.
No, he's 40 in the 70s.
Oh.
Yeah, it'd be 90. It's 50 years. They believe if he did make it, they believe he died. But again, there's no backbone to that because nobody really knows who he was.
No one knows who he was. Yeah.
One of the pictures the sketch artist came out. They have a picture of him where he's in glasses.
Yeah.
They talk about the welders goggles that go all around the back. He put, quote unquote, from the stewardess, high wind goggles on. If you're planning on jumping out of a fucking plane, it's gonna help to have goggles that are gonna hold on.
Yep.
The weird thing is he was jumping out at night in dark goggles. Good luck.
Because all you're going to see is black?
Correct. It was also speculated that he was not an experienced jumper.
Okay.
But we'll get into that. The case of D.B. Cooper is the only unsolved case of airline hijacking. I'd say it's easy to catch an airline hijack, but as long as you catch him before he gets to the ground, where the hell is he going to go?
Yeah, that's true.
He, her, whatever. While the case is officially terminated, the FBI is willing to examine any concrete evidence towards solving the mystery. However, just quote-unquote knowing that somebody must have been Cooper is not considered concrete evidence. It's very possible we may never know who jumped out of that plane in 1971. She sleeps really good.
She does. I'm really impressed.
All right, so here's your favorite thing. Conspiracy theories / people it would have been.
Okay.
First theory is the obvious one. Cooper died in the jump. Jumping into the night, into the woods, because it was a wooded terrain where he would have landed in a ballpark, in the rain, with a non-steerable chute, with somebody that probably wasn't trained because one of the chutes they gave him was a training one that was sewed shut. So it never would have opened.
Yeah. So he just fell to his death.
But they never recovered a body.
That's the problem.
He was in loafers and a trench coat. There's the highest one on the list is the fact that he died in the jump. We just didn't find the body.
Okay.
Because he jumped out. Now the problem is you didn't find.
Wait, where was he supposedly to land in Oregon?
They don't know. The
where
problem
did he jump?
Somewhere between Seattle and Reno.
Jesus.
And they were running below 10,000 feet, so you can't track radar. You don't know what really path they used.
Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't because he had enough fuel to load to go to Mexico City. He could have made swerves the whole way through.
That's true.
It was believed that he was untrained because even the most trained person would not have jumped into those elements. Dark, raining. They said it was foggy at the night of the jump, so he would never have seen the tree line until it was way too late. The fact that he would have been willing to jump would have shown the inexperience.
Yeah.
But his body was never found. One training chute was sewed shut. So, first conspiracy, he's dead. Not really conspiracy, kind of has some backbone to it, but they never found the money. His body would have perished. Fine, he cuts into 100 pieces. You'd have found $1 bill.
That's true.
Of $200,000 in 20s, you'd have found it somewhere.
That's true.
Person number 1, Kenneth Christensen. Christensen had been a paratrooper, which means he would have had practice in jumping out of planes.
Yeah.
A then mechanic and flight attendant for Northwest Orient Airlines, the airline Cooper targeted. He's also resembled the composite sketch of the hijacker. So he's the closest person looking like the picture.
Gotcha.
A few months after the hijack, he supposedly purchased a house in cash.
That's a little fishy.
FBI cleared him due to not matching the physical description. So apparently, originally he matched it, then he didn't. I will say there are like 15 people that were on the list.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think there's 24 because there's 24 people that weren't cleared fully.
Yeah.
We're going to go through one more of them and then a couple randoms. Barbara Dayton. Barbara underwent gender reassignment surgery in 1969 and changed her name from Barbara to Robert. She later explained to friends how she pulled off the hijacking by disguising herself as a man and then escaping scrutiny afterward as a woman.
Well, hold on. Producer Albany, can you check when transgender surgery started?
It's a good start.
In the U.S. Because I just want to see, because maybe we can go ahead and debunk this now and just let that dog eat away. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So basically, she jumped sides.
1966.
Okay, so there, 1966 is when transgender surgery started.
She claimed she had surgery in 69.
So there's a possibility.
But why would she tell people?
But it started as male to female.
When did female to male start? And again, gender reassignment could have literally been just wearing different clothes, too.
I don't
She
know.
may not have
like
actually changed the physical parts.
That's true. That's valid.
It says gender reassignment surgery, but what does that actually mean in 1969? So basically, she claimed that she jumped, dressed as a man, then turned around and went back to Barbara. Never got anywhere. Dayton died in 2002.
But no record of millions of dollars.
No.
Gotcha.
Nothing showing outside of her lines. Now, again, you had a couple people that were on the flight that they considered, never fully closed on, never had any backbone to it.
Yeah.
One website that Billy's going to love, which I cannot believe I found some nut job in his mom's basement, blamed aliens.
Because it was probably aliens.
They blamed an alien, got on the plane, did it, jumped out, and was scooped up by his homies and taken back just to 100%. Screw with us.
That's mine.
At the end of the day, Cooper will go down as the only hijack to this point.
That has not been solved.
That has not been solved. We have no concrete answers. Ladies and gentlemen, D.B. Cooper. Billy, what do you think? Don't even go down the aliens line.
Final thoughts.
Throw my wireless mouse at you.
Final thoughts. Aliens. Men in Black style. Aliens. Fuck it. No. I believe, honestly, that I think I'm going to lean towards the transgender role.
I think it definitely has a kick to it.
It's got a different element because as fast as you can go from dude, dude to woman,
Well, especially in that time. I mean, think about the time that,
it was so...
You didn't change genders at that point.
Yeah. So if someone was like, I'm a girl, you'd be like, yep, that's a girl.
Yeah.
You
were sure. I mean, it happened nowadays, what is it, 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yep, they're a girl to now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the transgender one.
I can dig it. I mean, it's got life. There's a lot more.
But what are you personally thinking?
I think Cooper died in the jump.
You think he died in the jump?
I think it was a legit hijack. I think it was because everybody says, well, it's never the easiest answer. I disagree. Usually your simplest answer is usually the answer.
And I mean, did they ever say what he carried the money out in?
No.
So if he just carried it in an open sack?
I'm going to assume I don't know how small you can make $200,000.
Not
but if you could get it to
fit $20 bills,
but you can get $10,000 in $20 bills in a stack.
That's true.
So I mean, you only got to get 20 of them?
Yeah, and if it landed anywhere near the ocean, because it's between Seattle and fucking Nevada,
and if you were running that line down the California border,
it could be in the ocean.
It could be in the ocean. The tough part I have with it is where you usually get some kind of evidence, but again, it's the 70s. You're not dealing with today.
No.
It was a lot different time. I think he died in the jump. I think it was an attempt that went bad, and it just so happened we haven't found it.
Yeah.
He's probably perished long into the water.
By now, yeah.
Because you hear it constantly on the crime shows. What's the first thing that you find a body in that's the worst thing? Water. Water destroys everything. It's the most destructive thing on this planet.
Yeah, 100%.
So the fact that he was playing that line out there, it's probably gone.
So you're gonna call it he died on the jump.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna call it. I really think it could be the transgender thing. Just
I'm not saying the transgender doesn't have a ballpark.
But thank you for bringing that topic aboard. I know this episode got really way off, but I think our listeners are actually going to enjoy the shit out of it.
If you're still sticking with us, we're having a good damn time.
We are having a good damn time. I'm a little intoxicated, I'm not going to lie. But let's move right into that brew review of the Go Out in a Haze of Glory New England Style IPA. Alex, they talked a lot of shit on the can. What do you rate this 1 to 5? 5 being you would drive to 10 different grocery stores to get it. 1 being you would drink it if you were already drunk and that was the last thing left. And go. And why?
4.5.
4.5 on taste.
4.5 on taste. They kicked it. I mean, they backed up everything they said.
100%. Can art.
It doesn't have a rough back to it. It has the orange back flavor. They called it. It's got a very, orange, acidic kind of taste to it, but it still has the IPA.
Yeah.
It's not your hard nut-kicking IPA, but they didn't claim to be either.
Okay. So 4 or 5 on taste.
Yeah.
Can art.
Can art, I like the simple but makes your point. 3.8.
3.8.
I like it.
Okay.
The Haze of Glory, of course, you could have gone 19 different ways with it. With
you
trying to be patriotic and shit like that.
Oh, hand that to Producer Albany, please.
But other than that, I mean, it's a quality beer. It's a good can. All around, did a good job. I expect none the less from Duclaw, knowing what they have. Are you trying to wrestle the can, or what are you trying
She's taking the label off for us.
Oh, I completely forgot. Ladies and gentlemen, if you hear it in the background, Producer Albany is smarter than everybody in the room, including marketing manager Jordan, who's midway into her nap.
Yep.
We're going to attempt to pull that label off the can. I don't think it's going to come off, though. Billy, talk to me about can art first.
Can art, I'm going to shoot a can art at a 3.2. Just because even though it is simple, it is what it is. I really look for, more. I just want more.
You like
I
the
like
over the top.
I do. So what did I say? Fucking 3.8, whatever. Oh no, 3.2.
I got distracted because Jordan awoke from her.
Let me
slumber.
re-rate. I'm gonna say it's a 3.3.
Okay.
I'm just not impressed with. I think they could have done more. On taste though, I'm gonna give it a 4.8.
Yeah, it's quality,
and that's why I really wish if they would change that label, because it doesn't pop to me. It doesn't say "Let me get this," Give it a little more. Just give it a little bit more. You talk a lot of shit. Your label shit.
Okay.
Show me.
Let me play devil's advocate to that. I went to a beer store that has these full-blown racks like you see in a Lowe's or a Home Depot or Albany. Take a break. You're not getting it off.
She's almost got it off.
What?
Is it all black? Mm-hmm. Yep. Can's all black. All right. Can. You're good. You're good there.
Here, give me that back.
So we can... Oh.
Yeah, but I can hear it. Okay.
Oh, she's going to keep going.
To us anyway. Yeah. I went to a beer store that has shelves and shelves and shelves of beer.
Yeah.
Probably talking 300 to 350 different styles of beer.
I got to pee like a racehorse. I'm going to be honest with you.
We're going to finish. You're going to wait.
It's hurting.
It'll be okay.
I've been holding it for like 20 minutes.
I went to a store and picked it out.
Go for it. Keep going.
I went and picked it out. So the simple but did the job. It got my attention. Okay. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
That's fine. That's fine. The taste 4.8, 100%.
Oh yeah, they killed it.
Literally, the shit they talked, it landed right on point. I'm not giving 5s out unless this is like an absolute 100%.
I'm not giving a 5 out unless I get serenaded.
Exactly. But I would say for the
you just woke up. That's enough out of you.
For the beautiful Duclaw Brewing Companies, go out in a haze of glory. I'm sorry. 4.8 on taste for me. And what was your taste?
I think I was a 4.8 too.
Okay, so let's go ahead and producer Albany pulled the label off, and we do have a full black can. So There we go. Full black can. Boom.
No treasure.
Alex.
Talk to me.
Who's our honorable brewski of the week?
The honorable brewski of the week is going to go out to Zach Fowler with Zach Fowler Racing.
Hell yes, it is.
We've been talking about our lives off and on. Zach's a pretty close friend of the podcast, damn close friend of mine. Is absolutely killing it in the Thunder Series and the trucks.
Absolutely.
So anybody that doesn't know, iRacing, it was already big before quarantine.
Yeah.
And now that
quarantine's here is humongous.
Kind of over, but not.
It's not.
iRacing has picked up. They run league nights. Just like anything, bowling has a league night. Darts has a league night.
Yeah.
He's in a league. This kid is the youngest by probably 3 years.
And he's murdering it.
I think he won his 4th race this one.
He did.
The kid is just on absolute fucking fire. And honestly, we've said it before. You get him in quality equipment, he's going to drive his ass off. I've spotted for him before.
Sporting the Two Dudes and a Brew podcast on the back of that fucking truck.
The back of the truck has the logo on it. He thanks us in the interview. We're glad to work with him. Zach, keep getting it done. I believe they're going to go for the championship in 2 weeks. They're going to Iowa, virtual Iowa this week. And then they'll finish the season at virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway.
This will drop by then. I'm going to go ahead and say congratulations, Zach Fowler, on the championship.
I don't
I'm
count.
Throwing it. I'm throwing it out there.
I don't count.
I'm doing it. So,
get it done. Proud
Zach
of you,
Fowler,
bud.
thank you so much for the support, and we're glad we can support you.
That's correct.
So, that closes us out. You can find us pretty much anywhere you get your podcast. Make sure you check out YouTube because we are back.
We're back on YouTube.
If you didn't see the previous episode, we are there. Make sure you check us out, guys. And also, always remember, rate and review. Let us know what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right. Make sure you let us know any topics you would like to be heard. And just keep on drinking this fucking coronavirus away.
Keep on keeping on. Joe Dirt.
Cheers, my guy.
Cheers. For producer Albany, for Billy, for marketing manager Jordan, I'm Alex.
I'm Billy.
Two Dudes and a Brew.
Thank you, guys.